It's December 21st, and the sun is going down. The solstice began. It's going to be a long night tonight, so I think I'm going to start a fire and call the sun back to the world. I wish I could be with everybody at the church, but this is my solstice fire this year in the snow. I think we'll put the fire right here in all of this snow. I might clear a little bit of the area. We're in the back of my yard looking at Huntley Meadows, a big multi-acre forest, a good place for us to watch the sun go down and to have a fire so when the night comes we can be around the fire and welcome the solstice. So I'm going to strike this match. We'll see if we can get these logs going. While we wait for the fire to start up, there's a wonderful book that talks a lot about different solstice traditions. Throughout the world, when the solstice would come, people would get worried about why the nights had gotten so long and if the sun would ever come back. And they made up all sorts of stories and traditions to try to encourage the sun to come back and to help them get through the long nights and believe that the spring was going to come, that summer was going to come, that it wasn't the end of the world. And some people had the idea that if they sang and made noise, they could talk the sun into coming back. Some people thought they had to burn things sort of as a sacrifice to convince the sun that they really wanted the sun to come back. Fire is a regular part of almost everybody's solstice celebrations around the world. And in Northern Europe, people would have great bonfires, huge bonfires that could be seen for miles around to celebrate the fact that the sun was going to come back and to turn the wheel around that it would encourage the sun to come back. Sometimes people would tie sweet things to the branches of oaks areas. And people would sometimes put lighted candles in evergreen trees, and I think that was the beginning of the idea of a Christmas tree. And people would put mistletoe on their altars because mistletoe was a sign of new life and fertility. So many wonderful traditions throughout the centuries, and even though now we have the science explaining the solar system and the rotation of the Earth and the movement of the orbit around the sun, and we understand what's going on, there is still something in us that in the cold of winter, when we're surrounded by snow and when the nights get very long, we're called to light candles, to bring lights into our homes, to go out under the sky and say to the sun, come back, we want the spring to come again. Well, the sun is all the way gone now, and so we've lit this bonfire, and we call out to the sun and we ask the sun to please return. We give thanks. We say goodbye to the old year. We cast away the things that we want to return to the universe. We give it up to the universe. And we say that in this solstice time, what sustains us most is the sun and its energy, but also the energy of the love that we get from one another when we come together. And so one of my favorite winter solstice songs is the song about the sunshine. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Come back, sunshine. Come back, love. Come back and bring this world life. Happy solstice.